All right, if I could have your attention, please. That doesn't usually work. Just like to say thank you for being so attentive. This is a remarkable turnout for an event that we look forward to every year, but this crowd is extraordinary. Do you all know where you are? Otherwise, this could be confusing. This is one of those great moments in time, and I can't wait to get in to speak to the honorees. One of the great benefits of having been around for a long time is you get to know those people that you have the opportunity to honor. So it is a thrill to be here. The first order of business is always to recognize my bosses. I mean, to recognize our VIPs. I don't want to miss that. Let's begin, and I would ask that they each stand, and then we can recognize them all at once. And this is exciting. We have 7 regents. Is the entire governance of the university, and we have 6 of them, I believe, here, which speaks to the importance of this event. So we'll take them, I believe, in order of seniority. Let's begin with the chair, Natalie Shirley. If you wouldn't mind standing. The chair just changed it. We're going to clap for each one, then they're going to sit down. That's the kind of authority I have. You just saw it in its full glory. We have a former chairman and former governor, Frank Keating. And we have Regent Anita Holloway and her guest, her brother, Alan Holloway. I don't know if Regent Rick Nagel made it here or not. Rick, are you here? Rick is not here, but he sends his best, I'm assuming. That would make some sense. Regent Bob Ross. And Regent Rick Brought. And once a regent, always a regent. I know there are at least 2 here. If I've missed others, please let me know. But Regent, OU Regent, former OU Regent Max Weisenhofer. Max? Former Regent Mike Cawley. I love the seriousness with which you stood. And it was acknowledged. You bet. Yeah, so this is, and they've written me down for 10 minutes, so I'm going to go fast. I think I've already churned like 3 of it. But I love these events. This is an opportunity that we have. We welcome these students, and we think about what our students can become. And we talk about them writing their stories and the opportunity that exists in a place like the University of Oklahoma. And then there are moments in time when you get to pause for a moment and celebrate the realization of that dream. And that's one of the purposes of today, is to recognize each of our honorees. And you stand here both as accomplished individuals, but also as symbols of what we hope for our students that are here. Right? Today really is because of yesterday. And we know that tomorrow is because of today. And what we do here is sacred. It really is. What takes place here is something that is extraordinary. We talked about what our purpose is, and we set out a couple of years ago to try and define that. And we talked about we teach, we do research, we do service, we do patient care. But at the end of the day, what we really do, right, our true purpose is that we change lives. And I was reading through each one of our 10 honorees, really 11 honorees, and I read all of their stories twice. And you're going to hear a brief excerpt of those stories. But they're beautiful. They're beautiful in that the stories themselves are compelling, and they're important, and they should be told. And what's also amazing about it is that they're in some ways not extraordinary at our university. Right? What this university produces is so special, and it comes in such volumes that we pick representatives of it that show what we can be, and they represent so many who have been a part of this. So thank you all. Thank you for being here. We talk about where we are today, and one of the things I want to talk about briefly is where we are today because of alumni like yourselves and friends like yourselves. I'm sure you followed it across the country, but over the last 5 to 6 to 7 years, the number of people attending college has plummeted. It's a real problem. Just 5 years ago, 70% of students from high school were going to college. That number's dropped to 63% just over the last 5 or 6 years. Right? It's a really interesting paradox that's taking place. And it's evident in Oklahoma as an example of the rest of the country. Today versus 10 years ago, there are 65,000 fewer students in colleges and universities in Oklahoma today than there were 10 years ago. Right? And it's across the country. But it doesn't make a lot of sense at first blush, because you look at it, and when you look at projections for the need for those that have the skills that only come for getting a bachelor's, we know by 2030 there's going to be an incredible demand that's not met that's out there. Right? So what accounts for that? And what role can we play? And who are we at the University of Oklahoma? Right? We broke it down, and the reality is we believe the problem is people don't understand the value of the degree. And many places have priced it out. And they haven't just made it more expensive for individuals that want to go, but they priced a lot of individuals simply out. They simply don't engage right now because they don't see that they can afford it. We talked about who we want to be and who we must be. And the answer to that, we set out a strategic plan. And in there, 3 years ago, we said we must be the greatest value degree in the country. Right? Highest quality at the lowest possible price. And the second thing we have to be a place where the American dream continues to live. Right? It's that very dream that my dad got to realize. Youngest of 9, immigrant family, only one to go past high school, no money. No money. Took turns living in orphanages because they couldn't keep all the kids fed. But because he had the talent and the ability, and there was a great public research university, the University of Oklahoma, he went to college and he went to medical school. Right? And he was able to give us the life that we have and deliver over 12,000 babies. Right? This university, for us to continue, for us to realize that idea of live on, right, that we have at the end of our chant, we've got to make sure that we stay true to those things that are core to us. And what's so exciting about it, while the rest of the country in so many ways is contracting, the last 3 years, we've not atrophied. Our freshman classes the last 3 years have been record in size and talent. 3 record classes, up 3% 2 years ago, up 2% last year. And this year, up 11% in terms of the size of our freshman class. Right? They're seeing that the American dream is still possible here, that there is excellence and affordability that takes place. And I mentioned those board members that are current and past. Over the last 5 years, we've cut costs on this campus alone by $143 million, right, while also increasing the quality of the education itself. We've increased need-based aid by 48% in the last 5 years. Right? One of our regents was a recipient of that when she came to college. Right? That makes the American dream possible. And it's an exciting thing to be a part of. And I love it every day, and I know exactly how lucky I am to be a part of experiencing this. Our research expenditures are off the charts, hitting record highs over $400 million this year. If you haven't heard it, we're joining the SEC next year. It's kind of a hot news flash. Don't tell anybody. Our academic health system is put together in a way finally that we can flourish and meet the needs of a state that so desperately needs to be lifted up in terms of the overall health of the state. Right? In every corner where you look at it right now, this university is flourishing. And it's flourishing because of you. Right? Those examples that we have here today, right? You individuals that we're honoring, we want to say thank you. We would not be here without you. In symbol, in substance, in contribution that you all have given us, you have shown, and you show to everyone, what the benefits of a research university are that is truly public and truly available to all who have the talent to do it. It's one of those strange things when you look around, you've been around so long, you know almost everybody is being honored. Some you went to school with. How'd you get it before me? I've put in 30 years here. Right? And it's so much fun. Like I have my old boss, right? A former boss of mine in the legal profession. I have individuals that have saved members of my family's life. Right? Others that are saving so many lives because of their work in healthcare. Individuals that are lawyers and entrepreneurs, and individuals that have impacted our society in fundamental ways. You all represent all of us. When you hear their accomplishments listed, I think it will punctuate that point. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for allowing us to honor you, because with the lives you lead, and with the impact you have and the example you have set, we're all better. We're beyond grateful. And now I'm going to turn it over, and it's the last you're going to hear from me, unless things go really wrong. If I come back, there's an issue. I'll be posing for some pictures, but I want to welcome up here, and he has the sweetest voice there ever was. It's like a warm blanket on a cold night when you listen to David Hale. But right now, if you would, I'd like to welcome Executive Director of the OU Alumni Association, David Hale. Thank you.
I'll try my best to live up to the kind words from our president. On behalf of the University of Oklahoma, the OU Board of Regents, the OU Alumni Association welcomes you to the 2023 Regents Alumni Awards Ceremony. My name is Dave Hale, and as Executive Director of the OU Alumni Association, it's my privilege to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for today's event. Thank you all for joining us for this opportunity to recognize some of the most outstanding examples of OU excellence. Regents Alumni Awards recipients represent us all in their shared dedication to our alma mater. Both this year and in years past, the spirit of our OU family exists in them wherever they are. Instituted in 1987, the Regents Alumni Award recognizes and honors some of the university's most outstanding alumni and friends. Recipients are selected based on their service to the university and support of OU's visions and goals. The name of each recipient is engraved on a plaque in the Oklahoma Memorial Union as a permanent testament to the important role these OU alumni and friends play in the life of the university. The service and contributions of today's honorees are detailed in your programs, as well as on the Regents Alumni Awards website. For our first honoree, John T. Argo is a native of Norman and a third-generation Sooner. Argo earned his bachelor's degree in petroleum engineering and an executive MBA in energy from OU, and currently serves as Vice President of Resource and Business Development at Continental Resources. Argo is committed to the Sooner spirit of giving back and to the development of future energy leaders. He serves on the Board of Visitors for OU's Mewborn College of Earth and Energy and the Industry Advisory Board for the Mewborn School of Petroleum and Geological Engineering. He has aided in connecting Continental Resources leadership with discussions regarding new programs and opportunities that will guide the direction of Mewborn College and our university. He and his wife, Alicia Argo, a fellow Sooner, recently established an endowed scholarship in support of OU students in pursuit of energy or business degrees, with special consideration to those who volunteer or work on campus. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating John T. Argo. Monica Basu is a champion of OU Tulsa initiatives and was involved in the inception of the OU School of Community Medicine. She is a former member of the OU Tulsa Advisory Board and the OU Health Harold Ham Diabetes Center Board of Advisors. Basu currently serves as Senior Program Officer for the George Kaiser Family Foundation, where she is responsible for community health and higher education initiatives. She joined the foundation in 2007 after several years in the private sector, where she held various management positions in the financial services and telecommunications industries. During her tenure at the foundation, she has played an important role in our state's health initiatives, including the State Health Information Exchange and being one of the leaders of Medicaid expansion under the Affordable Care Act. She was a member of the Tulsa Race Massacre Centennial Commission and fundraising co-chair for the Greenwood Rising History Center. Basu holds a Master of Business Administration from Duke University and a Master of Science in Healthcare Delivery from Dartmouth College. She is a native of India, grew up in 4 countries, and speaks 7 languages. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Monica Basu.
I know, we need you up here. It's the Regents Award.
Jarrod Calhoun works for Boeing Defense as the Chief Engineer for Boeing Special Projects Dallas. He is also the Boeing OU Executive Deputy for all university engagement activities, which support curriculum enrichment, student organizations, outreach and retention programs, student projects, and scholarships. He's a member of the Cherokee Nation and a Sequoia Fellow of the American Indian Science and Engineering Society. In addition to other board roles in OU's Gallagher College of Engineering, Calhoun serves as chair of the Dean's Advisory Board on Diversity, the goal of which is to increase the number of highly valued and influential engineers. Calhoun also generously gives of his time to the college, among other activities, returning to campus throughout the year to speak to first-year engineering students. Calhoun is married to his wife of 21 years, Lindsay Calhoun, who is also a graduate of the Gallagher College of Engineering. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Jarrod Calhoun. Michael S. Cookson, M.D., holds the Donald D. Albers Endowed Chair in Urology at the OU College of Medicine. He is also the inaugural Chief Surgical Officer for OU Health Stevenson Cancer Center. Dr. Cookson came to OU in 1980 on a small scholarship and was the first in his family to attend college. After earning a bachelor's degree in journalism with honors in 1984, he was accepted into the OU College of Medicine, graduating in 1988. He completed his residency in urology at the University of Texas San Antonio and went on to complete a fellowship in urologic oncology at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. After 15 years on the faculty of Vanderbilt University, he returned home to our alma mater in 2013 to chair the Department of Urology and develop a prostate and urologic cancer team at OU Health Stevenson Cancer Center. Dr. Cookson has been internationally recognized for his outstanding contributions to the field of urologic oncology. An accomplished researcher and lecturer, he is the author of over 250 peer-reviewed journal publications and 34 textbook chapters. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Dr. Michael S. Cookson. Charles T. Chuck Doyle earned his Bachelor of Business Administration degree in management at the University of Oklahoma in 1956 and a Master of Business Administration from the University of Houston in 1961. Mary Ellen Hip Doyle received her Bachelor of Arts degree in journalism from OU in 1956. The couple met at OU and married following graduation. Chuck is founding director and chairman emeritus of the Board of Directors of Texas First Bank and chairman of Texas Independent Bank Shares of Texas City. Chuck was elected and served as director of the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas from 1985 to 1991 and was the first community banker ever to serve on the Federal Advisory Council of the Board of Governors in Washington, D.C. He was named Texas Banker of the Year in 1987 and was inducted into the Texas Bankers Hall of Fame in 2015 for outstanding service to the banking industry. At OU, the Doyles are founding members of the Arthur B. Adams Society and the Michael F. Price College of Business, and founding members of the H. Herbert Society and the Gaylord College of Journalism and Mass Communications. The couple are longtime enthusiastic and generous supporters of OU athletics, particularly for the Sooner Club, and the expansion and renovation of Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. The couple established scholarships in both Gaylord College and Price College, the Mary Ellen Hip Doyle Conference Room in the Dean's Suite in Gaylord Hall, and the William H. Keown classroom in Price Hall are named in their honor. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Chuck and Mary Ellen Doyle. Professor Emeritus Martha J. Ferretti earned her Master of Public Health from OU in 1977. As an educator, administrator, and visionary, she served the OU College of Allied Health Department of Rehabilitation Services for over 40 years. The College of Allied Health prospered and became nationally recognized in large part because of her progressive leadership in education and the inclusion of contemporary research to seek new treatments and validate practice. Through her involvement in university leadership, education, and service, Ferretti was able to skillfully bring together like-minded faculty, alumni, students, and community members to accomplish important and lasting initiatives. Ferretti and her husband, Dr. Joseph J. Ferretti, have widely supported OU Health Sciences students, particularly through 2 named scholarships. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Martha J. Ferretti. Frank Hill is a veteran real estate and business attorney with McAfee and Taft in Oklahoma City, where he has played critical behind-the-scenes roles in many of Oklahoma City's highest-profile projects, including Oklahoma City Museum of Art, the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum, Oklahoma City's National Basketball Association franchise, Devon Tower, the 21C Hotel, and First National Center. A native Oklahoman, Hill has launched a lifetime of championing OU while still working towards his bachelor's degree in accounting. He served as president and director of the Bazell Library Society and as outside general counsel for many years to the University of Oklahoma Foundation. Hill was instrumental in establishing the Kenneth E. McAfee Chair at the OU College of Law with an innovative matching funds component that was generated by lawyers and clients of the firm. He also helped establish a number of endowed scholarship and program funds at the university. Hill and his wife, Betty Jo Hill, have been President's Associates since 1986, as well as Sooner Heritage Scholarship donors and supporters of OU athletics. Hill's achievements as a lawyer have earned him election into the prestigious American College of Real Estate Lawyers, as well as perennial recognition in leading industry publications, including Chambers USA Guide to America's Leading Lawyers for Business, The Best Lawyers in America, and Oklahoma Super Lawyers. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Frank Hill. Kirk Allen Jones is a native of Wewoka, Oklahoma. He enrolled at the University of Oklahoma in the fall of 1984, where he quickly became involved in student life by joining the Black People's Union Mass Gospel Choir, pledging Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, and participating in several student and community-based organizations. As a student, he's held several leadership positions, including being the pole march of his fraternity and leader of the Black Business Association. After graduate school, he joined the finance development programs at Texas Instrument until his permanent assignment at TI with the corporate financial planning and analysis team, which would shape the balance of his professional career. He went on to join Accenture, which eventually led to a career with global IT consulting firm Avande. After more than 23 combined years in the Avande-Accenture family, he retired in the summer of 2021. Jones continues to be engaged in OU on multiple fronts. He's been a member of the President's Associates program for over 20 years and currently serves as chairman of the President's Associates Council. Jones is a board member of the National Black Alumni Society and serves on the Board of Visitors for both the Henderson Scholars Program and the Department of Finance in the Price College of Business. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Kirk Allen Jones. While a student at OU, Lewis Don Smitherman played both football and baseball and was a part of the 1985 National Championship football team. As a fully engaged student at OU, Smitherman was also a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, the Varsity O Association, the OU Black Society, the Black Law Students Association, and he continues to champion his alma mater as an OU Foundation trustee and supporter of many areas at the university, including the Henderson Scholars Program, OU Athletics, the OU College of Law, the National OU Black Alumni Norris G. Williams Endowed Scholarship Program, and Phi Kappa Psi fraternity. Throughout his career, Smitherman's service and support for his community, the university, and the state of Oklahoma include service as staff attorney for Congressman J.C. Watts and as Oklahoma Merit Protection Commissioner. He is a recipient of the Alma Wilson Award from the Oklahoma Bar Association for his significant contributions to improving the lives of Oklahoma children through his work in the Legal Studies program at Douglas High School. He currently serves on the board of the Oklahoma Association on Problem Gambling and Gaming. Smitherman and his wife, Carla Dyer Smitherman, also a graduate of OU, contribute to several university initiatives, including scholarships and programs that support our students. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Lewis Don Smitherman. Bruce Wilkinson earned his Bachelor's of Arts degree through the Arts and Sciences Planned Program in 1966 and a Juris Doctorate in 1969 from the OU College of Law. He went on to earn a Master of Laws degree from the University of London in 1970. During his career, Wilkinson has served as CEO for several New York Stock Exchange companies and worked with numerous international trade companies. Wilkinson has been a driving force in connecting the College of Law, the OU Athletics, and the Price College of Business to present a unique speaker series, educational workshop, and internship program coalescing around investment and securities fraud. He and his wife, Suzanne Wilkinson, established the Wilkinson Family Speaker Series in OU's College of Law. He works to connect the university with national experts and nonprofit advocacy groups to endorse the vision of offering a cross-campus, multi-college, and community-oriented approach to identify and avoid investment dangers. He represents clients who have suffered them, and he establishes advocacy and policy work on both fronts. Additionally, the Wilkinsons support scholarships for graduates and international students studying architecture at the Christopher C. Gibbs College of Architecture. At OU, Wilkinson serves on the Board of Visitors for the College of Law and is a former member of the Board of Visitors for the Christopher C. Gibbs College of Architecture. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Bruce Wilkinson. Will you all please join me once more in saying thank you and congratulations to this year's Regents Alumni Awards recipients. It's because of you and people like you that the closing words of our chant ring true and that this university will indeed continue to live on. Speaking of live on, we'll end this ceremony like we end all ceremonies of note by the singing of the OU chant. It's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Emily Pope, a native of McKinney, Texas. This soprano is dedicated to sharing her love of opera and music with audiences around the world. Emily has achieved many awards and scholarships during her college experience and expects to graduate with honors in spring of 2024. Please join me in welcoming Emily Pope. If I could ask all of our recipients and members of the Board of Regents to join us up front for a class photo.